Hi there, Master Jedi Skywalker. Today I wanted to talk about ships. I wanted to go over why I believe they're the most important game mode. I also want to speak about why or how ships actually save the game for me and why I continue to play the game today because of it, as well as just kind of some overall things why I love ships. So before I get into it, I did want to speak about the social influencers out there. A lot of people seem to not like ships at all. Think it's boring, slow, other things. I don't know. I'll get to that in a little bit, but that's just crazy to me. Ships are so important, and you get so much out of ships. I don't know why there's so much hate on it. I really wish there was more ship stuff in the game, and maybe that's what we need in order to get everyone on board with ships. I don't know, but hopefully we'll have people come around and people will start liking ships a little bit more because I love them. Anyway, I want to speak about two important things: Zetas and crystals. When I first started the game, I looked up, it was a resource management game. And if you've ever played any resource management game, you can immediately pinpoint what are the difficult things to get. And early on, I discovered it was Zetas are definitely probably the hardest thing to get overall because you need to Zeta so many different characters, as well as crystals. Obviously, that's the paid for currency in the game, and if you don't want to spend a lot of money, you're going to need crystals. So I figured I would start with Zetas, and I wanted to go and show. Let's go into the ship area. So if you're just starting out in the game, I would definitely recommend working on the challenges. You want to get to this ship ability materials challenge. Really, as soon as you unlock ships, start working on this. In all honesty, I forget entirely how it unlocks. I know you need a 6 or 7 star Tarkin, Grand Moff Tarkin, in order to do it. So look up a video if you're just starting out in the game. Look up a video on how to unlock this, and that should be really your very first objective. In my opinion, it's the easiest way to get Zetas, and you're going to need those throughout the entire history of the game, your entire time playing it. And they are relatively hard to get. So I would definitely recommend this. This is the first thing about ships. They get you Zetas by this one challenge. All right, so flat out, you're getting free Zetas every 3 days. On Sunday, you get an extra one of these fleet challenges, which is great. So that's one way to get the Zetas. The second way is the Fleet Arena store. This is really the best and fastest way to get Zetas. And I get Zetas really quickly by actually buying them with the Fleet Arena tokens or whatever these things are called. And in here you can buy a Zeta. I'll buy one right now. Why not? But once you've bought all the other ships and everything else that you can buy in the Fleet Arena store, that leaves you wide open where you can just go in and you can constantly be buying Zetas. I buy a Zeta almost every single day because of ranking high in ships. And I'll show that as well really quick here. If we go to Fleet Arena and we go to prizes, at the top, wow, I can't believe I'm 8. I haven't been as low as 8 in months. Anyway, we'll do a battle here maybe, but if we look at this, at the top, 1,800 Fleet Arena tokens is first, but as long as you're getting a pretty high top spot here, you're getting a significant amount. It takes 2,000 Fleet Arena tokens in order to get a Zeta, and if you do well in ships, you can really load those up, especially if you're taking a top 3 spot. You really accumulate these very fast, and you just load up on Zetas, which is in turn going to help all of your characters for everything else in the game, as well as your pilots. The more Zetas you put on your pilots, the higher power they're going to have, the faster ships you're going to have, the easier it's going to get here. So it does kind of serve a dual purpose when it comes to Zetas. The second thing is crystals. And if we look at crystals, we go back here. For me, it's easier to win crystals in Fleet Arena and doing well in Fleet Arena than it is Squad Arena. And it's not that I can't fight to get the Squad Arena. a top rank in Squad Arena, it takes a lot longer. I have to do 5 battles. It's a lot more competitive. There's a lot more people playing in Squad Arena than they are in ships, and I just don't have the time to do that. I do have a family, and sitting down to do 5 attacks back to back to climb in Squad Arena, it's not realistic for me. But doing 1 battle in Fleet Arena, or 2 battles if needed in Fleet Arena, is definitely doable, and the battles do go pretty quick. So getting crystals is the other reason, why I would definitely recommend focusing on ships. It's easier, and if you still do well in Squad Arena, you get crystals over there as well. So those are obviously the 2 main reasons why, I think ships are really the most important game mode in this entire game. You get Zetas and you get crystals. Those are really some of the hardest resources to get. You get a lot of crystals, but getting a surplus of them can be very important as well. It leads to gear, it leads to a whole bunch of other things as well. So I wanted to go over spending money. When I first started this game, I was buying the crystal packs so that I can do the efficient refreshes, the 50 energy refreshes, the 100 cantina refreshes. I was building up all of my characters to 7 stars, or trying to star them up. And as the day they released the crystals as a reward in ships, I think it was at least probably 2 years ago, I haven't needed to buy any crystal packs anymore. And to be honest, if I still had to buy those crystal packs on a monthly basis, I probably would not be playing this game. I probably wouldn't be playing it anymore. But the fact that crystals are in here in ships has allowed me to play the game without having to have a monthly bill or a monthly fee to pay the game. And it really saved the game for me. So another win for ships, in my opinion. I wouldn't be playing the game. I wouldn't be making a silly YouTube video if it wasn't for getting crystal rewards in ships. So I figure it's really weird I'm number 8. Honestly, I haven't been below 5 in, I don't know, a really long time. I guess this guy attacked me. Let's attack him back. Let's go for it. Actually, let's be nice. Let's attack this guy. This Commander Joseph guy is actually the hardest, probably one of the hardest on my shard. And we'll attack him. I'm using Falcon, Houndstooth, Biggs, kind of the meta team right now. You always have Phantom 2 coming off the bench. Then I have Cassian, Bistian, and Wedge. Although I never really get to Wedge. So I'll go over a quick strategy here for everyone if they're curious about the current meta. I'll kind of show a quick battle here. I'm actually going to talk and do it, but it's normally pretty fast. I do this AoE. It's all about just putting damage on Houndstooth, really. And we want to get him out as soon as possible. I didn't land a breach. That kind of sucks. I always try to get target lock to get the bonus protection. The longer Big stays alive, the better off you are. Alright, we're doing really well right now. We're just weakening down Houndstooth, and we're going to call in our Phantom 2. And he gets all these delicious buffs, and bam. Now Houndstooth is in red. Alright, we lost our Biggs. It's really not that big a deal. Houndstooth, you never want to attack the other Houndstooth, really. You're just basically giving them protection. Let's see if we can't kill. There we go. Now, whether or not I took out that Houndstooth or not, I guess I'm breached, so their Houndstooth would have continued to have taunt. But I'm going to show a little trick here. Whatever scenario you're in, if you bring in Cassian's Ewing, it dispels all buffs. And if their Houndstooth is not still taunting after that, you can target their Millennium Falcon and do an assist attack with Ghost, who has tons of buffs right now, and generally take out Millennium Falcon. Basically, I could put on auto now and win this fight, probably no problem whatsoever. But I'll play it out here really quick. But that little trick, the moment I was bold enough to actually try to attempt to do that, I pretty much can do these attacks in under 2 minutes. We're at the 2 minute mark right now. If I turned it on auto, it would have already been done. Oops. Well, all right. Yeah, let's just, I'm going to auto it and see what happens here. So anyway, I have fun doing ship battles. I don't know about everyone else if they feel like this isn't as fun as Squad Arena. I had fun doing that. It's just as fun, if not more fun for me than Squad Arena. So I don't know. A lot of people say it's slow or it's boring. That used to be the meta. I've been working on ships. I played bugs. Bugs were absolutely great. They were really fast as well. And having a bug team and a rebel team now is great in so many different areas of the game. I have two really good powerhouse ship teams, and I can actually I'll show this right now. Well, Grand Arena just finished. All right, so Grand Arena just ended. I actually got first place, and if we see here, we go to, let's go to round 1, do a quick review. We wiped each other out, but my ship is still standing. Basically, since I invested in ships, I had a really solid attack power ship to get through theirs, but they didn't have enough to get through mine. If we go back, we look at round 2, same exact thing. I won this Grand Arena because my ship was still intact. And in the final round, we look at it here, same thing. So, you know, they battled me and they did like very little damage, right? But ships definitely won me this Grand Arena because their ground forces were way superior than mine at this point in time, or at least comparable. So anyway, the Grand Arena was kind of a awesome side effect of working on ships and having ships. Anyway, long story short, a lot of my guild has asked me about ships, how to get crystals, other things like that, ship strategies. I absolutely love ships. They are a lot of fun for me, and if you ask anyone in my guild, they'll say if they have any ship questions, go talk to MGS, Master Jedi Skywalker. So I'm always happy to talk ships. If you want to leave a comment down below, you're more than welcome to. I do love talking about the ships. Lastly, I wanted to go over a Death Star raid. At some point in time in this game, I guarantee you they're going to have a raid where we attack the Death Star. I mean, come on. It's Star Wars. We've blown up I don't even know how many Death Stars. And it's going to happen. It'll happen eventually. And you know what? Since I worked on ships, I'm going to be very ready to go. I'll leave you with this. I was able to name my car. I drive a Tesla. And I was actually able to name my car. I named it the Falcon. Because, come on, the Millennium Falcon, right? On my license plate, it says 12 parsecs. It says parsecs on my license plate. So I'm all in on the Millennium Falcon and ships. I just love ships in the Star Wars universe. They are actual, I feel, characters in Star Wars. The Millennium Falcon is a beloved character in Star Wars. Whenever I go somewhere, I turn on autopilot, I kick up my feet, and I go to light speed.